Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Time has been a window. So one morning at about 4 a.m. I hadn't slept yet, and I was thinking to myself, you know what, I bet I'd be really good at CSGO if I used the same settings I used back in my Source and 1.6 days. After all, when I used those settings, I was able to go pro. So I went back into my mouse drawer and pulled out my old mouse, changed my sensitivity and lowered my resolution to 800 by 600 non-stretched. After all, after using a stretched resolution for multiple years and a super low sensitivity, what could go wrong? Well, let's find out. Time to play some Face It.
They're gonna be lit because they tried running through that shit at first. Apps. Okay, they're pistol gods.
Okay, so on second thought, maybe I should have warmed up with it for a little bit before I actually went straight into a game.
Lots of flashes.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Definitely not off to the strongest of starts. And it really doesn't help that my in-game voice chat isn't bound.
Oh man, that... You jiggled the fuck out of my aim, dude. What? Under. Good shit, man, good shit.
Mid, gap. Under.
Yes, these are not the results I was expecting. The good news is, as you can tell, I did bind my talk key, but the problem is that my microphone is still really quiet, but I will increase the volume when you need to hear what I'm saying.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah, I'm starting off pretty rough, and the biggest change is going from a stretched resolution to going to a 4x3 with black bars, which is what I'm using now. It feels like the movement's a lot slower. I mean, it's not actually slower, but perceptually, it feels a lot slower. Okay, so sniping did not work right off the bat. Let's go to that AUG, because you guys all know how good my rifles are.
I'm smoked, probably mid.
Good shit.
Okay, maybe I'm not a great rifler, but at least it was good luck, because I didn't have to shoot at anyone.
Nice. One more palace.
You guys are gods.
Well, damn, I was honestly kind of hoping that I'd die on that round so I could buy up an AWP, but it looks like I'm going to have to use that AUG again.
More mid, probably. Yeah, mid.
Apps with an op.
Connector.
Apps with op. You might not want to pick that.
And you know what that means, time to go back to the AWP. Hopefully I'll play a little bit better now that I've had a few rounds to warm up.
Bomb down.
Damn.
Hopefully that little 3K is the start of something good.
Aiming. One palace.
God, man, you're a god.
I don't see anything else.
You pushed him? No.
Now that is more of what I expected to happen this game. Let's see if I can be consistent now.
Bro, I'll drop you up whenever you want.
I know, right? I'm just gonna save forever until I have enough money for an op.
Yeah.
That's my dedicated position. I'm not the entry fragger. I'm not the IG. I'm the saver.
So as you guys can see, things seem to be cruising along at this point.
Lots of guys in apps. Can you re-smoke it for me, please?
Cat and
On site, probably.
Okay, one more site. He's both man.
Fucking shit, bro. You should go pro.
Oh, one's out.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame that on not being used to the settings because that was an easy kill right there.
I just have a lot of people 8A main.
Connector.
Oof.
Whoa, what chair? Chair.
One's still chair.
The guy's still chair, yeah.
Is there both there?
Yup.
I swear, it's really within moments like this that you can see how uncomfortable I am with these settings.
Yellow and rotating early. There's one guy who likes to lurk apps, so. Okay, I guess I'll go back to B.
Could be a guy in that smoke.
And with that, we had ended the first half 11-4.
I like his side better.
Close. Nice.
Push.
Connector. Good shit, one more connector. Yeah, that's gotta be a GG after that, man.
And with that knife kill, we had our first of the other team rage quitting.
Say what?
Finally, I'm gonna win.
I know how you feel. Last game I was playing against some hackers, it was not fun. Just blatant walls. We left bomb and spawn.
This is actually one area I really do prefer the 8x6 non-stretched and old sensitivity for. My pistols feel better and my submachine guns feel better.
That flash sucked. That flash sucked. I feel. Oh.
Where?
Things are happening.
Where?
CT. CT. I think it was CT. Oh, where's he?
Oh my god.
Dude, that flash fucked me so hard and I ran into a molly and lost to 80 HP.
And after that round, the other team lost another player.
I feel so bad.
One connector behind us. Mid.
And then we found ourselves on game point.
I'm gonna use. Wait, what?
Yo.
Ooh,
Last guy.
I thought it was still in triple. What the fuck?
Goalie hero. Great job.
And with that, we had won the game. But I know what you guys are actually thinking. What are my thoughts on playing with my old settings? While I obviously can't just jump into it and be back to my former glory days, I do think that there is potential there, and potentially even for me to be better than I currently am at this game. Something about non-stretched and lower resolution seems like it's easier to aim. It also gives the feeling that the players are moving around slower and you're moving around slower, which makes it easier to track targets. But there is this nice feeling to peeking out with an AWP on a stretched res. That being said, I find when I'm using a stretched resolution, I also have to use a lower sensitivity. For anyone curious, on a stretched resolution, I use a sensitivity between 1.3 and 1.6, whereas in the old days, I used to use a sensitivity of about 1.9 to 2.1. But by far the biggest drawback is how crappy it looks. I had to sharpen the hell out of this just so you could see what was going on. And even on this round with the submachine gun that you see in front of you, that guy that I killed in the sight, I couldn't even make him out at first. So yeah, there are definitely pros and cons, and I think I would try to switch to a non-stretched resolution if I wasn't sniping all the time. But probably one that's no lower than 1024 by 768, because you really can't see anything at 800 by 600. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and as always, have a great day.